Hello friends, we will see the traffic studies in four parts. Parking studies is the last study. First of all, to see the introduction. One of the problems created by road traffic is parking. Not only do vehicles require street space to move about, but also do they require space to park where the occupants can be loaded and unloaded. The period over which a car is parked is very great compared with the time it is motion. Every car owner would wish to park the car as closely as possible to his destination so as to minimize his walking. Traveling vehicles at one time or another will need to park for short or long times. Need for parking spaces is great in areas where land uses include business, residential, or commercial. In high density areas, spaces are very expensive, thus, the space provided for automobile usually has to be divided between their movement and parking. Effect of parking is the congestion accidents, obstruction to firefighting operations, effect on environment, ill effect of parking, the congestion. Parking takes considerable street space leading to the lowering of the road capacity. Hence, speed will be reduced, journey time and delay will also subsequently increase. The operational cost of the vehicle increases, leading to great economical loss to the community. Accidents, careless maneuvering of parking and unparking leads to accidents which are referred to as parking accidents. Common type of parking accidents occur while driving out a car from the parking area, careless opening of the doors of parked cars, and while bringing in the vehicle to the parking lot for parking. Then environmental pollution, they also cause pollution to the environment because stopping and starting of vehicles while parking and unparking results in noise and fumes. They also affect the aesthetic beauty of the buildings because cars parked at every available space creates a feeling that building rises from a plinth of cars. Obstruction to firefighting operations. Parked vehicles may obstruct the movement of firefighting vehicles. Sometimes they block access to hydrants and access to buildings. General terms of parking facilities. Parking accumulation, the total number of vehicles parked in an area at a specified moment. Parking volume, the number of vehicles parked in a particular area over a given period of time. It is usually measured in vehicles per day. This does not account for repetition of vehicles. The actual volume of vehicles entered in the area is recorded. Parking load. Parking load gives the area under the accumulation curve. It can also be obtained by simply multiplying the number of vehicles occupying the parking area at each time interval with the time interval. It is expressed as a vehicle hours. Then parking duration, the length of time spent in a parking space. Parking turnover, it is the ratio of number of vehicles parked in a duration to the number of parking bays available. This can be expressed as number of vehicles per bay per time duration. Parking system is of the two types, on-street parking and off-street parking. First of all, to see the on-street parking. On-street parking means the vehicles are parked on the sides of the street itself. This will be usually controlled by government agencies itself. Common types of on-street parking are as listed below. This classification is based on the angle in which the vehicles are parked with respect to the road alignment. As per IRC, Indian Road Congress, the standard dimensions of a car is taken as 5 by 2.5 meters, and that for a truck is 3.75 by 7.5 meters. First of all, first type on street parking is the parallel parking. The vehicles are parked along the length of the road. Here there is no background or backward movement involved while parking or unparking the vehicle. Hence, it is the most safest parking from the accident perspective. Second, another is the 30-degree parking. In 30-degree parking, the vehicles are parked at 30 degrees with respect to the road alignment. In this case, more vehicles can be parked compared to parallel parking. Delay caused to the traffic is also minimum in this type of parking. Then 45-degree parking. As the angle of parking increases, more number of vehicles can be parked. Hence, compared to parallel parking and 30-degree parking, more number of vehicles can be accommodated in this type of parking. Then 60-degree parking, the vehicles are parked at 60 degree to the direction of road. More number of vehicles can be accommodated in this parking type. Then right angle parking, or also called as 90-degree parking. In right angle parking or 90-degree parking, the vehicles are parked perpendicular to the direction of the road, although it consumes maximum width curve length required. Each is very little. In this type of parking, the vehicles need complex maneuvering, and this may cause severe accidents. This arrangement causes obstruction to the road traffic practically or particularly if the road width is less. Then in this picture shows the parallel parking. In this picture shows the 30-degree parking. This picture shows the 45-degree parking. This picture shows the 60-degree parking. This picture shows the 90-degree parking. Particularly 20 feet and 18 feet particularly distance are spaced. Then second type is the off-street parking. In many urban centers, some areas are exclusively allotted for parking, which will be at some distance away from the mainstream of traffic, such as a parking is referred to as off-street parking. In this survey, the occupancy count in the selected parking lot is taken at the beginning. Then the number of vehicles that enter the parking lot for a particular time interval is counted. The number of vehicles that leave the parking lot is also taken. The final occupancy in the parking lot is also taken. Here the labor required is very less. Only one person may be enough, but we won't get any data regarding the time duration for which a particular vehicle used that parking lot. Parking duration and turnover is not obtained. Hence, we cannot estimate the parking fare. From this survey, for quick survey purposes, a fixed period sampling can also be done. This is almost similar to in-out survey. All vehicles are counted at the beginning of the survey, then after a fixed time interval that may vary between 15 minutes to 1 hour. The count is again taken. Here there are chances of missing the number of vehicles that were parked for a short duration. License plate method of survey. This results in the most accurate and realistic data. In this case of survey, every parking stall is monitored at a continuous interval of 15 minutes or so, and the license plate number is noted down. This will give the data regarding the duration for which a particular vehicle was using the parking bay. This will help in calculating the fare because fare is estimated based on the duration for which the vehicle was parked. If the time interval is shorter, then there are less chances of missing short-term parkers, but this method is very labor intensive. Thank you for listening.